Now, here's Wendy.
Thanks for watching. Say hello to my co-host and studio audience. Okay, so let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Thank you very much. So Kevin Federline is following through with his demands for more child support from Britney Spears. Well, a lot of times women are reluctant on this because we're the ones who want the support, and sometimes when we see men that want child support and they don't have jobs, we're looking like, what? However, I must tell you that I am Team Kevin. And I'll tell you why. And I was Team Kevin even a couple of months ago. I don't know whether you recall, we were talking to you about this story and that he was going to be taking it to court. Well, now apparently it's been taken to court. Remember, I was telling you that Kevin asked Britney's dad, Jamie, for an increase from $20,000 a month because now she's making more money than she did back in 2007 when she had the umbrella and she was going through a thing and she wasn't working as much. Well, now, you know, fast forward all these years later, she's making oogods and globs of money to the tune, they say, of like $33 million a year. Oh. Britney, yeah, today's Britney. She's got successful Vegas, successful this, successful that. Oh, by the way, Kevin Federline does have sole custody of both boys, who happen to be 11 and 12 years old now. Well, Britt, what he does for you is he makes it so that you're able to see your boys whenever you want. You know, he drives all around and flies all around. You always see the boys on the Instagram. It seems as though she has a very healthy relationship with her sons. It's just that Kevin's the one with full custody. And he can't dance the way he used to. Apparently, he was some sort of background dancer. I had to be reminded in our Hot Topics meeting because, you know, there's background dancers and then there's background dancers. I said, well, was he the one way over to the left in the dark? And so they said no, he actually has gone on tour with people, including not just Britney, but Michael Jackson. Say no more.
Timberlake.
All right, so Kevin's a dancer, but he's saying nowadays, you know, he's a man of a particular age and he just can't dance the way he used to. I take that as, you know, he's not able to work his main job. Then, you know, he was a DJ, DJ Po Pow. Po Pow. Anyway, it coincided with an album that he put out. Yes, he tried to albumize. I think that was called Po Pow as well. But back when he was more relevant, when he was with Britney, he was making a lot more money per month. Now he's only earning about $3,000 a month as a traveling DJ. Like if it's your prom, he'll show up. Well, you know, he also is married. Let me just give you the whole thing. Okay, he's got 6 kids altogether. Oh, no, hold on. 6 kids, but 2 of them are with Shar Jackson, the actress. And Shar has custody of those 2 kids. So they're way over in the cut with Shar Jackson. And the other 2 kids are with his wife. His wife is right here. Those 2 kids are like 6 and 3. Oh, wow. And then the Britney kids that are 11 and 12. Now that's that age. Dad, where's your hot tub? Dad, we don't know how to work the microwave. We got somebody who does that for us. Britney lives in a 13,000 square foot home with an elevator and a pool, a pool house as well, a spa, a tennis court, golf courses, tutors, chef staff, AVT toys, iPads, anything that they want 24 hours a day. Kevin and his wife live in a 2,000 square foot home. It's the four of them in a 2,000 square foot home. It's the four of them in a 2,000 square foot home where he's getting $20,000 a month to care for his children that he has major sole custody of. Not the other kids, just their kids. And here's why I think he needs more money. And I'm asking him to go for 50 and maybe you'll get 40 per month. Because at 11 and 12, now the kids want different things than they did back in 2007 when he got sole custody. An 11 and a 12-year-old, now they want to do things independent of being out with their dad. Like they want to go to Fun Time Junction with their friends, and they want to go to the mall with their friends and the movies with their friends, but they are still Britney's kids and they are still kidnappable. You see? No, you laugh. You laugh. Laugh now, Amber Alert later. Don't play. Like when you know, the kids are, they're a particular age, they're not quite able to fight for themselves at 11 and 12, but they certainly are old enough to want to do things outside of being around Britney and Kevin. Plus they need the private school, plus they need a superior camp. They just can't go to any camp with the bad spiders and the horses with the slew back. They've got to go to a good camp because there's Spears Federlines. Do you know? I'm exhausted trying to explain this to you. Do you understand? Clap. And here's another thing. By the way, Kevin, one more thing about you. And I've stuck up for you all this time, but it is also time that you get yourself a job. I'm talking about, I get it. I get it. If Britney wants to see the kids on a Wednesday, you have to be available on that Wednesday, I guess, to take them to her, not because the court says that, but because he's a nice guy and he's trying to accommodate Britney and Britney, you know? You could get yourself a job, though. I don't care, like real men still work. You know, you can work at the hardware store, or you know what? When you were with Britney, she gave you a slew of really fancy cars, so why don't you go to a fancy car dealership and be a fancy car dealership salesperson? Wouldn't you want to buy a car from Kevin Federline? He knows a bit about cars. He's not a bad guy. It's just that I think he needs another job other than, you know, child support and DJing on the weekends for $3,000, and you've got 6 children. Listen, there are a lot of opportunities for C and D-list stars. I don't know which one you would put him on. I don't really think of him anymore as anything but a dad who walked away very quietly and didn't cause a lot of trouble for Britney at the end of the day. That's all. Because you know he knows stuff. He could always write a book. Just saying. Sofia Richie, Lionel Richie's daughter, who's only 19, has just signed on to do what I told you she was gonna do. A big money contract to join Keeping Up with the Kardashians for next season. Oh yes, oh yes. You don't even know whether to clap or what. I'm disgusted, but it's certainly watchable. It's not our family. Look, this girl, she's a Richie of the Lionel Richie loins. She's a model, like all cute girls say they're models. All right, she's some sort of model. But apparently what she's telling people now is that modeling is not working out because she's running around town with Scott Disick and it's tainting her credibility and, I guess, business. Like nobody wants to hang out, I guess, with a 19-year-old girl who's dumb enough to mess around with a 34-year-old father of 3. Especially when you got Richie riches. Isn't there something else you can do? Okay, so maybe it didn't work out with modeling, but you're only 19. You all at 19 and 20 and 21, you all go from one career to the next. Figure out something other than to be a career boyfriend to that, or girlfriend. I think, you know, you'd want to watch just to see how she talks and how she acts around him and stuff. We've already seen them slobbing each other down all around the world and him all pushing up on her and stuff. And Kourtney's probably laughing all that. She's weird too. You know, Kourtney's 39 and her boyfriend's 25. And so they're all gonna be on the show together. And Kris is gonna be making all the money all the way to the bank. And I would imagine at some point what's gonna happen, Richie's gonna get either pregnant or are they gonna get married? Let us guess which one's gonna happen, Chris. Lionel, there's nothing you can do except for keep her off the say you, say me money. You know, keep her off that. I mean, you know, if she wants to run around with Disick, make him spend his money. If she wants to be on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, make her spend that money, but keep her off the hello. Keep her off that money, Lionel, and she'll come back around when she realizes she's made a dumb mistake on that dumb man. Yeah. So, is there ever a time not to speak to your child ever again in life? Well, clap if you think there is. You know what? Depending on the circumstances, yeah. Anyway, so this Oscar winner, Anthony Hopkins, you know, Hannibal Lecter and the whole bit. All right, so he's 80 years old now. Pretty good looking too for 80 years old. You know, he's got the hair and the whole swirly, but the attitude makes you want to run. I think. He hasn't spoken to his only child, and mind you, he's been married 3 times, but he's only got one child, that's her, in 2 decades. So that means he hasn't spoken to her since he was 60 years old. He doesn't know if he has grandchildren, doesn't even care. What I appreciate about him is about him not dancing around the issue. You know, that thing about unconditional love, to me, everybody but your children have conditions. You know, like your husband has conditional love. Under the condition that, you know, you love your best friend even, under a condition that you don't tell my secrets and sell me out. But your kids, under what condition do you not talk to them or give a damn about them for 20 years? Especially the old cantankerous 20. At 80 years old, you want all your children around you, right? You're not trying to play. He's so honest that he's creepy. He's even creepier. Do we have the clip? Can we play the clip?
No, there's no clip of him.
Oh, there was no clip?
Yeah, I think it was a print interview.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, it was a print interview. Anyway, in the interview, he says that, the interviewer says, so you have your daughter, something like, when's the last time you spoke to her? He said, we don't speak. And what? And so the interviewer says, that's kind of cold. And his quote is, life's cold. Next question. I wonder what she did. I wonder what he did. This is her now. This is her nowadays. Well, there's no point in getting old trying to convince him to see his daughter. At this point, at 80 years old, he is who he is. If he's not going to see his daughter, he's not going to see his daughter. Just kind of sad. If you got a kid, when they get home from school today, maybe we hug them a little bit tighter. You know? On account of so far we like them, so far we like them, but don't make me Hopkins you. In the meantime, there's another kid, all right, in upstate New York. You heard about this couple suing their 30-year-old son because he won't leave the house? There's mom and dad. Look, mom and dad don't have a leg to stand on. They are mom and dad. Okay, first of all, the son is 30. And you saw mom and dad, don't they look like those people with the pitchfork? Right? So the boy's name is Michael Rotondo, and he's been living with his parents for the past 8 years. Now, mind you, at some point he escaped because he got a girl pregnant. He's got a baby. He's got a baby. He's got a baby, but not there in the house, nor does he have the girl in the house. Okay, this is the house. Wouldn't you think the house would be like, darling? You know, and then maybe he's lost on the other side or something like that. No, it's tight in here. He is unemployed. He doesn't contribute to the expenses of the home. He doesn't even do chores. He doesn't even rake a leaf. His parents have been asking him to leave for months, and they even issued him 5 warrants of eviction, and he's done nothing. They even offered him $11,000 to help him move. Excuse me?
$1,100.
Excuse me, $11,100 to help him move. Yeah, no, the parents aren't wealthy, but they're doing what they can, and as you can see, the parents are older, and if they're not already retired, certainly they look like they're close to it. Thinking about it, the judge ruled that he must leave home immediately. So that's the outcome. Someone in our Hot Topics Bureau knows the family and does not want to be named, but says that they're a well-respected, hardworking family in the town, the parents, and that the grandfather founded a hardware business years and years ago. So I don't know what has become of the son and why he's so lazy, but I'll tell you what, you could either take it to the court or take it to the streets. And I mean, I don't understand, like, for that same $11, you can get 2 guys to beat his ass and drag him out of the house, change the locks real quick, and that's that. The parents are really permissive. You really seem like nice people, but now's not the time to be nice. You gotta be hard. And the boy, you're going to hell. Yes. And now you're gonna have to figure out how to pay child support and get accustomed to the real world out here. There's nothing wrong with living at home when you're 30 years old. It's just that you don't live at home bummy style, is what I'm saying. Well, maybe there is. It depends on why you live at home at 30. Okay, it depends on why you live at home at 30. It depends on why. No, because I was thinking of Carrie. I was thinking of Carrie when she got with Comic Man, remember? And his parents were really wealthy and they had that apartment. Sex in the City, come on, you guys, keep up. Remember when Carrie messed around with Comic Man? He was an overgrown boy, but he smoked a lot of weed and he collected comic books and his parents were really wealthy and like old wealth, like old, so not really on the beat. And Carrie, you know, at first thought it was real fun going over their house, making up, you know, doing stuff in his childhood bedroom, which was still childhood-like and everything, until she realized, wait a minute now. No, wait a minute now. Anyway, I was just trying to prolong a Meghan Markle story. I don't mind sharing it. I just feel like everything is too soon. I figured we'd be Markled out at least for a month. Well, alas, she made her first appearance yesterday since the wedding. This is her in her full Duchess mode. And people had a big problem with her wearing white tights or stockings, but I would imagine that's part of protocol. Nobody knows, they might be crotchless. You know, I mean, Camilla's got a nice base coat on her legs. She's not wearing tights. Why does the young girl have to wear the tights? Anyway, Meghan's dress is $643, some brand called Flavia. And her white stockings, I don't know who they're by. She's wearing $450 Tamara Mellon shoes, and she's carrying a $275 satin clutch, if these things count for you, and a $2,000 Philip Treacy hat. Tracy. Her earrings are $1,600, and of course the bun is pulled back ever so perfectly. And she's wearing, of course, the tennis bracelet that he had given her for a gift. Yes, there it is. A $23,000 Cartier tennis bracelet. The rumor is that that is the wedding gift from Harry. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, are we Meghan done for today? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. That's the old Meghan. That's the old Meghan. That's the one that really wants to get out. You gotta understand, right now she's probably saying to herself, I can't even get on the phone and talk to my friends about this, like all what's going on. Everything is tapped. They're watching it every single way. Is it really worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. You're gonna have to hang in there on one hand, but on the other hand, I bet you every day for the rest of her days is gonna be bittersweet. Like bittersweet. You know what I mean? Yes. The bitter, because she gave up. Yes. gave up.
Yep.
Gave up that citizenship, gave up, her friends, gave up Boilermakers. Boom. Gave it up. All right, so you saw the girl with the soccer, the inductee? It's just trifling. You haven't seen this? Okay, so the soccer star, a big time girl, she was inducted into the Bay Area Hall of Fame this week. Her plaque was created for her. Her name is Brandi Chastain, and she's famously scored a win, apparently, in the 1999 World Cup. And this is Brandi now. And here's what her plaque looks like that they presented to her. Yes. So she was very kind about it. She looks like a cross, to me, between a Kennedy and Katie Couric right here. Right, kind of between the two. But down here, that's a man. What is that? People online are saying it looks more like Gary Busey. Other people are saying that it looks more like Jimmy Carter. The Hall of Fame has agreed to make a brand new plaque with a brand new photo of Brandi's choice. And Brandi, in a way, this is like the best thing that happened to you, because I don't follow women's soccer. I had never heard of Brandi Chastain, and now you're on Hot Topics. So it's a win-win. Good for you, Brandi. And we've got more great show for you today, everybody. Hang in there, because former NBA basketball star Matt Barnes is here. But up next, it's time for Celebrity Lookalikes. So grab a snack and